are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. Jan, Nick Fan, your host. Let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop, hit the notification bell. Well, let's get right into it. This was the New York Knicks' third game in four nights. The Knicks usually would lose a game, something like this, saying being that they would come out with low energy, lack energy. They're coming to Denver tonight, a place where, a lot of players complain about, the air, saying there's a difference. They're high, the altitude usually have players low winded and low breath. But that usually lasts about 2-3 minutes in the game until the players' bodies get, adjusted to the air, how the breathing, the different atmosphere for what they're used to being in lower climates. I'm not a geologist, but you know what I mean. But coming into this game, the New York Knicks have lost 14 straight games to Denver, at Denver. That's a 16-year span. The last time they won was 2006. I think it was a Marbury and Eddie Curry. I think Jamal Crawford was the leading scorer in that game. Matter of fact, Jamal Crawford dropped 50 points in that last win against Denver. Just a little fact to throw out there. But 16 years ago, without a win, well, we got over that hump. The Knicks is looking good, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in my last video about this road trip, if we can come back with a 3-2, you know what I'm saying, that would be a positive. I was saying a 4-1 would be a little stretch. Right now, I'm not looking. Well, I don't think so bad because these last 3 games is going to be tough. We got Golden State, we got Memphis, then we got OKC. So it's going to be an uphill battle for the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So my last video, I did say that I think the New York Knicks can beat Golden State. Steph dropped 50 points last night. And it was still a loss. I want to add in that. You know what I'm saying? I did speak of a game of Michael Jordan sometime in my other video of him dropping 55 points and still losing to the New York Knicks. I can see how Steph feel right about now. But the New York Knicks came into this game a little sluggish, all except Julius Randle. And this is what I want to talk about. I'm going to get into Julius Randle real quick, and then we can just move on, and, you know what I'm saying, and hit some notes that I probably missed. But Julius Randle, I know a lot of people have wanted to trade Julius Randle on off season. Some still talking about trading him now. There's still rumors about him being traded. But for who? And what are we going to get in return? And will it be a player of, and I know a lot of people want to hit me in the comment section like I'm crazy, of Julius Randle caliber. Yes, Julius Randle can seem like a nutcase at times, make bad decisions defensively and offensively. But when he get it going, That first half, he dropped 24 points in the first half. Yes, he only finished second half with 7 points. But I blame this on his willingness to take too many 3-point shots. I think he was 3 for 10 from downtown. Let me check the stats on Julius Randle before I go a little further into this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Julius Randle. He went 3 for 10 from downtown, 9 for 13 from the free throw line. He had 0 blocks, 4 steals, 4 assists, 11 rebounds, and we all know he had 34 points. He played 32 minutes. He had a plus-minus rating of 7. And we used to seeing that plus-minus and the minus. But he did turnovers. Let's get to it, because that's what we all hate about Julius Randle. He did have 3 turnovers and 3 personal fouls. Julius Randle rarely get in foul trouble because he doesn't play that much enthusiastic defense. But let me get back to the upsides of Julius Randle. And yes, there is an upside to Julius Randle. Like I said, he dropped 34 points. Even when you have bad games, he can give you us 15, 16, 17 points. On his worst game, maybe 12. We did see him have single-digit games, but he always bounced back. this season it seemed like he is willing some games to take a step back and let Jalen Brunson take over the team. And I get to Bronson. Bronson had 21 points. We'll talk about Bronson a little bit later. But what I'm liking about Julius Randle this season, he's adapting to the system. But I think it would have been a huge mistake unless we got a superstar back in return for Julius Randle if we really trade him. That would have been a steady 20-point night gone. You know what I'm saying? 25 points on occasion other nights. But I'm glad we didn't trade, I'm glad we didn't trade Julius Randle because like I said, we need this dude, and hopefully everybody will understand that he can be an important part of this offense, but it's more for Julius Randle to stop making the bonehead plays, stop making so many mistakes, and to have cutting back because we got Jalen Brunson. Julius Randle is not bringing the ball up so much. He was in a couple of 2 games and some losses, but what you notice now is Jalen Brunson going to when Julius Randle bring the ball up the court. Jalen Brunson stepping to him to get the ball and get the play set up, and then he might give Randle the ball back, and then Randle have a better chance of making a better shot, and he have. But this game tells you that we need Julius Randle on this team right now, unless we're going to make a trade that's bringing in a superstar. I don't mean like the likes of Kevin Durant. We know that's out of the question, but a superstar, a bona fide star that's going to get us points, that's going to get us the points that Julius Randle is giving us. You know what I'm saying? He is giving us. He is our lead team lead scorer. You know what I'm saying? Averaging 20 points a game. His average probably went up, after this game. But yeah, I like Julius Randle, and I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way he make the mistakes, but you know what I'm saying? I like him for right now, for this team for right now. Hoping in the draft we can go out and find some explosive players. Do something like the New York Jets did with their draft picks in the last 2 years. That's what the Knicks need to do. Because in my opinion, we wasted a draft pick this year. I know we got a hell of a lot of picks, but Trevor Neal, we don't even see him. We don't hear nothing about him. Maybe I got to do a little more research. But we wasted a draft pick this year. We could have had somebody like Walker Kessler, a few other people, Derlin, you know what I'm saying? We could have had some players, you know what I'm saying, that look like they're going to be bona fide stars later on down the line in their careers. But let's get over to the stats. Then I'm going to talk about one kid in particular, you know what I'm saying, that scared me tonight. But, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to talk about him in the stats as well. But, it was Denver against the New York Knicks. The Knicks prevailed 106-103, tight game in the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, going into the fourth quarter, Denver had a 10-point lead. The Knicks cut it down to 2-3. It was a battle. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson was spectacular in the fourth quarter, again, taking over, doing this thing, saying he was good. You know what I'm saying? Here are the leaders, scorers of the game right here. Julius Randle, he led the Knicks in scoring, rebounding. Brunson led the team in assists. And Jericho Sims led the team in blocks. I was just talking about blocks in my last video. The Knicks need to get more blocks with Mitchell Robinson being hurt. Mitchell Robinson was a game time decision, not day-to-day game time decision. So I think he should be back in the next game against Golden State. I'm hoping and hoping not, because the Knicks are better with Mitchell Robinson off the court. So, but he do give us that defense, that the blocks, them exciting blocks that we like. But we'll see what happened with Mitchell Robinson. Isaiah Hartenstein is playing well. We could talk about his bonehead fouls, but they're better fouls than what the fouls Mitchell Robinson going to give. Jericho Sims came in. I know he's only 6'9", a little undersized for a center, but he got that spring and that bounce and act. If he get out there, you know what I'm saying? He attempted a jump shot tonight, kind of a floater jump shot, but it was outside the paint, so I'm encouraged, you know what I'm saying? Next year, he should be making a hook shot. Somebody should teach him something like that. But them other team leaders, Jamal Murray basically led the Denver in every other category besides he had help from Bruce Brown. I know the Nets are missing his presence, especially on defense. He's a very good defensive player. The Knicks had a good game. Let's step over to the stats real quick. See how they compare against one another. From the field, the Knicks shot 40%. They went, excuse me for a second, bring this mic a little closer. What was I? 44%. They went 37 for 84. from downtown, it was horrendous. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It was 8 out of 23. They shot 23.5. So we can round that off to 24%. Free throws, they went 24 from 31. It wasn't bad, missing 7 of them, but it was some crucial ones in the fourth quarter, which wouldn't. I mean, the game still would have been close, but we wouldn't have to worry about them tying the game up on a 3-pointer. It was four free throws missed in the fourth quarter, 3 by Randle and 1 by Quickly. I'm surprised that Quickly's not hitting his free throws, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's the added stress of being the point guard. You know what I'm saying? Because I noticed that Quickly is our backup point guard. Derek Winch is the shooting guard. He plays off the ball. I'd rather it be the other way around. I think Quickly would have, be better off the ball. He would be able to get that quick jump shot, the 3-point shot off. But Tibbs is playing. I'm not going to question Tibbs because he made the last 2 games. We cannot complain. He's adjusted for each man. You know what I'm saying? I know his rotation have tightened up 9. I thought he had made some questionable call with leaving R.J. Barrett, and R.J. Barrett had a terrible night. Let's slide over to R.J. Barrett real quick. R.J. Barrett, he played 31 minutes. He had 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He went 4 for 18 from the field, 0 for 9 from downtown, 3 for 4 from free throws, no blocks, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and he had a plus-minus rating of 18, minus 18. I'm just gonna get that right out there, minus 18. There are rumors, and I heard him talking about R.J. Barrett is feeling under the weather right now. It didn't like he have his legs under him, and this is why I was questioning Tibbs. I was like, it was the third quarter. The second unit was on the bench, was out there. We was competing. We was competing. You know what I'm saying? The defense was good. You know what I'm saying? And when I say defense, I'm mainly talking about Cam Reddish. He got out there and he was putting stops. The Knicks was going basket for basket. We was 2 points behind. And then he threw R.J. Barrett in the game. He took Cam Reddish out somewhere mid third quarter, ending third quarter, and he inserted R.J. Barrett into the game and took Cam Reddish out. And by the time the fourth quarter started, we was down 2 points. I was mad. I was questioning that move. But then he made the substitutions. He brought Cam Reddish back in, Julius Randle, Isaiah Hartenstein. Did Isaiah Hartenstein finish the game? Nope. Jericho Sims got in trouble. Bronson, Cam Reddish, and Quickly. And that paid off. You know what I'm saying? Quickly did make a couple of bonehead mistakes on defense. Not really, but just not getting in the right position to stop my man Highland. Whoa. That kid was shooting from lights out, 4-point play, especially in the fourth quarter. Let me give you some. I think I got some highlights of him real quick. Yeah, this is him in the fourth quarter. He put a little fear in my heart. He was making jump shots from beyond the arc, and he had a 4-point play. We got a steal. You know what I'm saying? Because if Jokovic was in, you know the story. There would have been 20 more points for I'd say Utah. That Utah game still in my mind for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon was out. That was probably 15 points he's averaging this game. But impressive part about it, we held Michael Porter down from his average of 18 points. I think he only scored. Let me look over here real quick. These stats over here. Check out real quick Michael Porter score. Actually, Michael Porter, we held him 5 points from averaging 18 points. So I like the adjustments on defense. I like the adjustments with the rotation. The Knicks are looking good right now. This road trip is looking really good. We still got 3 tough teams coming ahead of us. Matter of fact, this was a tough road. I think the experts had us coming back one. I don't think nobody really had us coming back winning the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because the Jazz was looking really good, but he was coming off a 3-game losing streak. Denver is the number 1 offensive team shooting from downtown. Yes, they was missing their star player, 2-time MVP, Jokic, but they still have a good squad. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people probably had the Knicks. Well, the bet and the money was all with Denver, but we pulled it off. Before we get out of here, I'm just going to talk about Jalen Bronson for one little second. Jalen Bronson, he played 31 minutes. Another spectacular game, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He went 7 for 13 from the field, very efficient. 2 for 4 for downtown. That's 50% shooting. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. No blocks, no steals. 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls. He had a plus minus rating of 1. I think it should have been higher in my opinion, but I'm not good with numbers like that. But what can I say about Jalen Bronson? Not too much. He continued to impress. You know what I'm saying? He get out on the court. I mean, the rumors about him, his defense, I give it 50-50, but he played well. You know what I'm saying? He gets burnt sometimes, but he make up for it on offense. He gives as he get it. Other teams got to play defense on him. He very crafty when he get in that paint. Being a small guy, he have to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. What can you say? You know what I'm saying? He is a very smart player. He's changing his team around. Y'all have to agree around there. It's totally different feeling. I mean, okay, we lost some losses, but look at it. The New York Knicks is above 500 early in the season. We cannot say that years ago. We would still be like 4 or 5 games under 500. So it's looking good right now for the New York Knicks, if you ask me. We're in 8th place in the Eastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? So we could be easily 6 or 7 with a win, but it's looking good. Washington had a good. Porzingis had a crazy dunk last night. I would have showed the highlights, but I ain't too fond of that trader. But anyway, like I said, this kid had a good fourth quarter. He scared me. You know what I'm saying? Very much. He scared me. So the New York Knicks, Denver Nuggets. It was a good game. I cannot lie to you. With this win, the Knicks did for themselves. I'm expecting another win. Out of these last 3 games, I won a victory. Hopefully it's 2. Like I said in my last video, I think the New York Knicks can beat Golden State, and I want some revenge on OKC. I know everybody wants to beat Memphis, but I'm being realistic. Like I said, I'm gonna always be realistic and optimistic, but I don't see us beating OKC. But anything can happen in the NBA, anything. But with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.